Welcome back to our YouTube channel Superstar Inc. In today's video, we will find out the top 10 highest paid film roles of all time. But before we begin, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hollywood is known for producing some of the most expensive feature films to date. Each of those films contains a budget within the hundreds of millions and requires actors to star in their leading roles. Some of the most iconic and valuable roles are within the franchise category, as the actors have already portrayed the characters on screen. Here are the top 10 highest paid films roles of all time. Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, $65 million. Few roles are more iconic than Harrison Ford portraying the adventuring archaeologist Indiana Jones. But the reason $65 million paychecks for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is a massive jump for the actor. Ford was originally paid only $5 million to star in the first film franchise back in 1981. With a fifth film announced and Ford returning as the titular character, he may be able to beat his previous record, as Kingdom of Crystal Skull made over $786 million at the box office. Johnny Depp, Alice in Wonderland, $68 million. Johnny Depp is known for accruing large sums for his leading roles. His iconic part in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise landed him a $55 million check for the most expensive film in the franchise. But beating out his Pirates paychecks is his performance in Tim Burton's adaptations of the classic Alice in Wonderland. His role as the Mad Hatter contributed to the film's success, earning over $1.02 billion in profit. Sandra Bullock, Gravity, $70 million. Sandra Bullock is the highest paid actress on this list. When she initially took the role for Gravity, she accepted $20 million for her payment upfront. With a savvy contractual move, she was also able to receive a profit based on the film's overall success. As the film went on to grow to $723 million at the worldwide box office, she went on to earn an additional $50 million off of the film's success, earning her a higher salary of the film than her equally famous co-star George Clooney. Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump, $70 million. Tom Hanks went on to win the Best Actor award at the 1995 Academy Awards for his portrayal of the historically relevant Forrest Gump. Hanks originally agreed to fund certain scenes for the film out of his budget in exchange for the percentage of the film's box office success. With a production's budget of only $50 million, Hank went on to earn more than the total budget of the film. Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man 3, $75 million. Robert Downey Jr. is known for having one of the most extraordinary comeback stories in Hollywood, and his journey parallels that of one of his most iconic on-screen roles, Iron Man. When Downey Jr. agreed to return to the franchise for the third feature film, he accepted a payment of $75 million. Robert Downey Jr., Avengers Infinity War, $75 million. It was only fitting that Robert Downey Jr.'s highest paid role as Iron Man was also his last. Shortly after the release of Iron Man, Downey Jr. announced that he would be retiring the character altogether from both standalone films and the Marvel franchise. It's safe to say he went out with a bang, as he earned $75 million for his final performance in the role. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible 2, $100 million. Tom Cruise is another actor to appear on this list twice for two separate films franchise. His role in Mission Impossible 2 was the most expensive in the franchise. The film franchise started strong for the actor, as he was paid $70 million out of an $80 million budget to star in the first film. With continued success, Cruise is said to have made over $389 million for all his work throughout the Mission Impossible series. Tom Cruise, War of the Worlds, $100 million. A collaboration with one of the most iconic directors in Hollywood, War of the Worlds remains Cruise's biggest payday outside from Mission Impossible franchise. Cruise made over $100 million for his role in the film that was shot over 10 weeks. That's an average of over $10 million a week and approximately $1.4 million a day for a film. Will Smith, Man in Black 3, $100 million. The budget for this film's return was an astonishing $217 million, over double the original film in the franchise's budget, which was just under $90 million. It was reported that Smith required a 53-foot trailer on set, which resulted in $9,000 a month alone. Bruce Willis, The Sixth Sense, $120 million. Willis made only $14 million upfront for his role in The Sixth Sense. The film was made with an overall budget of $40 million, but went on to generate almost $672 million at the box office. Willis was able to negotiate with his contract a 15% charge on profits for the films, which went on to earn him an additional $100 million from the film's success. Willis's tactful decisions landed him the single highest paid role in the film history. He proved that it's not the upfront payments that leads to overall success, but the ability to bet on oneself to perform well that ultimately makes millions. Tell us in the comment section your thoughts. That's it from today's videos. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay happy. See you in the next video.